What does it mean for you to be the first SP elite athlete?
Shut up! Are you serious?
Yes. What's up, guys? Welcome back to CEO Talks. I'm Nathan Mansfield, the CEO and founder of Strong Physiquez, and today we're back from a couple-week hiatus. We have a very special episode planned for you guys today, as we're going to talk about our core values with one of our athletes, Areli Gonzalez. What makes this even more special was we just had her come in from Dallas last night, put her up in a nice hotel, and she's going to come in with a huge surprise. What we're going to do is we're going to promote her to our first elite athlete. In fact, we created this position just for her, just due to who she is as a person and how she influences the world. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Stay tuned and watch as this all unfolds. The reality is that you can do anything literally you put your mind to. You were told that when you were 5 years old, and the same thing holds true if you're 65. What's up, guys? Welcome back to CEO Talks. I'm Nathan Mansfield, the founder and CEO, and today I have a wonderful guest with me, Areli Gonzalez.
Hi.
Areli is one of our SP athletes. In fact, she was the first SP athlete, and she is quite an amazing person. We're so humbled to have her here at our Strong Physiquez headquarters and here on CEO Talks with us today. Today we're going to be covering our core values and the three that she really embodies the most. But first, I want to dive a little bit into Areli, who she is, what she does, the amazing things about her, and just kind of her backstory, a little bit about her. So first I'll say is that her occupation, she's a nurse.
Yes.
And she is a very passionate nurse. And the reason she's so good at that is she cares so much about helping people. Mm-hmm. I'll let her explain a little bit about her nursing career and what she does, but her occupation as a nurse, she's also an influencer on Instagram. And in that, she carries the same regard, the same personality. And it's why she's so successful at that, is because she genuinely just cares to help people. And it shows in everything she does. But the two most important things is that she's an amazing wife and an amazing mother to her daughter, Mia. So I think that's where I really see the amazing side of her, and the value is watching her be a wife and a mother. But yeah, Areli is absolutely amazing. We love having her on our team. I'm going to let her just tell a little bit about herself before we get into core values.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Nathan. That was really sweet. I don't think I can top that at all. But, okay, so a little bit about me. I don't even know where to start. I feel like there's just so much to me, so I'll just kind of like cut it down a bit. So I am a child of immigrants. My family's, they came here from Mexico. So I was actually born here, come from a big family, very humble family. And I feel like that is what contributes a lot to my personality, is because, I started with very little, and I don't mind that one bit. I feel like when you don't have much, you learn to appreciate everything that comes your way, which is why I'm so humbled and I'm so grateful to be a part of this team. I am a registered ICU nurse. I work in Dallas, and I work in a burn ICU. So I see some very tough things on the daily, and it's also helped to kind of shape my character and just really shape my soul. And,
yeah, I see that in you.
And yeah, thank you.
I see your stories and everything.
And so, I also am a young mother. I'm almost 26 years old, and I do have a 9-year-old. My daughter was born while I was in high school, and even though I didn't have much, I told myself, what, I'm going to buckle up and I'm going to raise this child and we're going to make it through, and lots of negativity came my way, but I saw the positives. I put myself through school. I found scholarships. We figured our way around.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the reason why I'm just so grateful for everything that's ever come my way. I never saw myself in this seat here, and yet here I am, like, trying to just help people. And I have a lot of passion for what I do, because I feel like I'm just like everybody else out there. Everyone's trying to reach a goal. Everyone's trying to level up. Everybody's trying to provide their best selves for their families or their spouse or their children. And I feel like that's what I'm here to represent. So
absolutely.
That's a little bit about me.
I want to say that I think that you having Mia so young has really shaped you into who you are.
It has. It was really scary. It was a really scary time in my life. when I decided to have her, I didn't even have $5, like what teenager does,
Right.
you know, like I didn't have that. And, you know, I told myself, I don't think I can do this. And just like every other person my age, freaked out. But, you know, as soon as you see that child, you're just like, okay, this is it. This is a whole life I'm responsible for.
I think that
made me step up.
I think that the beautiful thing about this is that many people in your same situation would be looking for an escape, or would turn that situation into a negative, potentially negative situation. And what I think is so beautiful is that you found a way to create such a positive outlook on that, and you've done so wonderful raising her, that you're truly an inspiration to not just me as a parent, but I'm sure to many other people that know you and your story. And I think that's just really shaped you to be such an amazing person and so caring. You might have had that before Mia, but I think that just seeing how caring you are, I think a lot of that has rooted for me, and it's absolutely amazing.
Thank you. It's also really helped me to not be judgmental of anyone else's position in life.
Absolutely.
And the reason why is because I faced a lot of that judgment. You know, I've been told some very mean things. I've been told that I'm not a role model for anybody, and it's all stemmed from that place of what they've seen people in my position kind of do. And you know, I've told myself, I was like, if I can make it out of this, I'm gonna sit here. And I remember in high school when I was applying for scholarships, there was one that I won from the clinic where I went to with the doctor that delivered my daughter. And I remember making a promise. I said, I'm going to become a nurse, and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to help girls in my position believe in themselves and be inspired to reach more for themselves and for their kids. And I've been making it. So
absolutely,
I've been doing it.
And you're doing it
that for them.
Wonderfully.
Yeah, thank you.
Crushing it, girl.
Thank you.
So the purpose, or our topic today, like I stated at the beginning, is we're going to talk about the core values, and it's something we've implemented to our team here at the headquarters, as well as all of our affiliate team scattered throughout all the United States. The 10 that you see behind you here is what we live and breathe by. It's how we identify ourselves. It's how we hire. It's how we fire. It's how we promote. It's literally our identity. As I've really looked at Areli, I looked at the list of 10 things and I said, what are the things about her? Like she exudes all 10 core values to the max. That's why she's an athlete of ours. But I said, what are the 3 things that she really exudes well? Like she's just above and beyond. And the first one is our number 1 core value, trust and respect. Areli, I think anybody that has ever come in contact with her would tell you the exact same thing. Like there is no question or contention of her being a trustful and respectful person, and she gives that to everyone else herself.
Yes.
But for me, I want to know, like, what is it in your life that is like? Were you just born into a family where respect and trust was a mandatory thing? Mom and dad was like, this is the law, this is how you will act.
Yeah.
Or is this something that you've grown to be better at over time? So
part of it does have to do with my upbringing. I'm Hispanic, and we value respect very highly. I mean, when you walk into a room, you're saying hello to every single person that's in there. When you're leaving a room, you're saying goodbye to every single person that you're there. I was raised to shake hands with the CEO the same way I shake hands with a janitor. You know, I was raised to see everybody equally. Nobody is better than the other, and that's exactly what I try to portray and share in every single part of my life. Like even now, you know, I'm very humbled and very flattered when people come up to me and they're like, oh, you know, you're so-and-so. And I was like, no, I'm just a person. You know, thank you so much for following me. Thank you for sharing your journey with me. How can I help you? And
that's huge.
Thank you.
That's huge.
Thank you. Like even, it's actually kind of cute. Like when I'm on the unit and a nursing student comes up to me, I'm like, shh, don't tell anybody. But you know, we can be friends here. Direct message me. You know, here's my email. Like if you need help with testing, ask me questions. Like I try to make myself be respectful to them because unfortunately, like I mentioned, I didn't have that. You know, I had a lot of people not be very respectful towards me. And when you feel that, you know how ugly it feels, and you don't want that for someone else. You don't want someone else to experience that. So that's a big part of also why I'm the way that I am.
Yeah, listen to this, guys, real quick. You all know how the Instagram world works. Unfortunately, we're in a day and age where when people gain hundreds of thousands of followers, it tends to build an ego. here's a girl who has organically built hundreds of thousands of followers because of the character and person she is, not because she's posting, half-naked photos. She's literally just built a following on her inspiration alone.
Thank you.
And now she has people that come to her off the street, and she's willing to help them when she's got a mass of people that probably want help from her.
Yeah.
She's willing to sit down and just help any people. This is who you're looking at. This is why Areli is who she is.
It's a funny story because I have a friend who I never told her I had social media. Never told her at all. And so next thing you know, she finds out, and she's like, "Who are you?" And I was like, "I'm your friend. I'm still the same person."
Absolutely.
And because I don't like mentioning that to people. It's
No.
like, if they find me, they find me. If they don't, I'm all for it. I think that there's a certain image we portray on social media, and you can be as true to it as possible, but you're also just going to be a human being right off of it. And that's how I want to treat everybody. Human being, because we're all the same.
Yeah.
What I see at work keeps me humble, and that's the reason why I treat everybody the same way, because we all end up in the same place towards the end.
And I really value that because your humility is just unbelievable.
Thank you.
Most people let this get to their heads, but
No,
I
could lose it at any moment.
And most
You just never know.
influencers, who's online and who you meet in face to face are not the same person, and that is far from the truth about you.
Thank you.
So we're going to go ahead and move on to our second.
Okay.
The second core value that I believe you exude tremendously, especially for our organization and who we are, but I know that you do it. I see how you influence on social media. Can only imagine how you do this in your career, but is going the extra mile. And that is something that we really embody here at Strong Physiquez. It separates us from all other businesses because we say, everybody wants to just do this. We're going to do this times 10. It's what we believe in. If you saw the core of the people that work here and saw what we give to our customers on a day-to-day basis, our customer checklist, it's who we are. But it's hard to translate into our affiliates who are all over the United States, but it's something that is just within you. And I think that I would like to know also, like, what is it about you that is just, you don't just go to what needs to be done. You go what needs to be done, and then you keep going for people, for your career, for everybody. And what is it that has built that? And is it something in particular?
Like I said, I feel like it's a lot that I've experienced, like through my childhood, through the things that I've lost, things that I've gained in my life. One of those has a lot to do with my dad inspiring me. I mean, he came to this country when he was 15.
Wow.
Back when it was $4 or $5 an hour, and he busted his butt to bring my mom over, to take care of our family, to raise us. And when I see his ambition and I see that it was fruitful, that's what inspired me. So whenever I was going through my situation as a teen mom, I said, okay, am I gonna let this break me? Or am I gonna take a look at this child and work my butt off to give her the best life that I possibly can? And that's what inspired me to just go above and beyond everything. I was like, okay, yeah, I could get a 70 or something and pass school, but I want her to see that mama can get A's. Yes, I can sit here and take the minimum classes, but I want her to see that mama can take these classes and work at the same time. That way we can go ahead and make it. So I was always, people would tell me, you can't work at the same time that you go to class. I was working 3 jobs while I was going to school. I was making it. I was doing it. They said, you can't live out on your own with a child. And yet I had my own apartment when I was 18, taking care of my child. Like, I was sitting here doing things that people thought I wouldn't be able to do because I knew that I could do it within myself. I don't have the same mindset that people my age have.
No, you do not.
I don't want to sit here and waste my time. I'm going to invest my time because time is so precious in my moment, in my mind. It's so precious, and that's the reason why I just want to do the best that I can with it. So that's why I go the extra mile for everything. It's just passion. You just have to have passion for what you're doing. You have to have love for what you're doing. Otherwise, you're just going to burn out. And I don't feel like it's work when I do what I do for SP, for nursing school, or for nursing or anything.
And that's when you're living your passion.
Yeah.
I just want to acknowledge you for that because that's so amazing. In a world where I believe mediocrity is a very common thing, you are just setting the example and leading hundreds of thousands of people to be better than they were yesterday. That's our motto for SP is, be better than the person you were yesterday. And you're just constantly inspiring that. And I hope that you understand the influence you have on people.
Thank you.
Sometimes we don't realize that. We have to step back and go, wow, like my goodness, I am actually influencing thousands of people on the daily, and you do that very, very well.
It's always really nice when I get messages from girls talking about, you inspired me to go back to school, or like, you inspired me to get back in the gym, or, you know, you inspired me to pass nursing school. Or they'll send me, and I'll tell them, let me know when you pass your nursing exam, and they'll send me it. They're like, I don't know if you remember me. I was like, of course I remember you. I remember everybody. And it's just really nice.
That's
it's
awesome.
just so nice that someone's sufferings can be someone else's hope.
Yes, yes, and you were the light.
Thank you.
You were the light.
Thank you.
The last one is probably one of the most important here at SP, and that is just being loyal. Loyalty is so hard to find. Even in our best friendships, the people we grew up with, it just seems, I believe that every human has good intentions. I do. But I feel like we've all been let down so many times in our life by your childhood friend, right? All of a sudden, they lie, they do something behind your back, they have drama behind your back.
Right.
And you're like, and the loyalty is broken.
Right.
True loyalty is so hard to find. But that is something that since the day I came in contact with your Instagram and the day I met you, I knew this woman is as loyal as they come. And not only have you proved that to me, you've just exuded that like far beyond expectations. It's absolutely amazing to see your loyalty to not just our brand, but to your family, to your followers and everybody else. Why are you so loyal? What is it within you? Is that another one of your characteristics or your morality things that you grew up with, or?
I think it has to do with because I had such a lack of it growing up. It's like exactly like you said, you know, people aren't always going to be loyal to you. And I always thought it was something that was wrong with me, but it wasn't. It turns out that that's something that you can control within yourself that you can't control within other people. The loyalty to me, it's like if you have the confidence within yourself to stick to what you believe in, to stick in your morals, to stick in your values, even though they're changing around everywhere else, that's true authenticity. And that's what I want. That's what I want for myself. That's the message that I keep trying to send to everybody out there. It's like, hey, if you're trying to sit there and chase what everyone else is chasing, you're not going to be happy. You're never going to be happy. What you have is never going to be enough for you. To me, this is enough, you know, because I'm an underdog. And the fact that you guys took a chance on me, I just want to repay that for you guys. And that's the reason why I really love this brand.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. And, you know, I mean, I always have other people trying to reach out, but it's like when I see how they treat their people, I'm just like, no. Like, you guys are not genuine. You guys are not authentic. You're just trying to sit there and build on other people. And for what? What are you guys going to do for me? Where's the love you're going to have for me? How are you going to help me grow? And honestly, this company has helped me grow a lot. You know, from the relationships that I've had with everyone here to making me step my game up. That's the reason why I'm so loyal. Because to me, loyalty, authenticity, all of that just tie in together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the
and
reason
we love that about you.
Yeah.
I think that if you were to collectively just ask anybody here at our headquarters, like, just what are in fact, I've done this before when we've asked for awards and stuff for y'all and promotions. Typically, I go ask, because everybody follows all of our affiliates, all of our influencers, and I say, hey, if you could promote one person right now, who would it be?
Yeah.
And everybody, like, from all the promotions that we've given, that's how we've done it.
Yeah.
It's really cool. But everybody would say that the 10 core values, Areli is number one, like, just so committed.
You want to know something? And honestly, just doing stuff for you guys, like doing the promotions, running, doing funny TikToks, doing the content, doing all of that stuff. Just, there are days when I get off of work and I see the saddest cases. I do. I see the most saddest, the most traumatic cases that I've ever seen. And this gives me a little bit of a different light to focus on. And I'm just like, okay, this is something I can look forward to. This is something that makes me happy. This is something that I'm not interested in being number one. I'm not interested in having 1 million followers. I'm not interested in doing any of that. What I want is to genuinely, number one, help a small business, inspire people genuinely. And I feel like I can do that here. and then I can do that at work as well. But like, this is just different.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why too.
That's amazing. We appreciate you so much.
Of course.
Before we go into the next question, I want to let our followers and people watching this know where they can find you on Instagram. Is that so? If you want to just give them your Instagram handle,
yeah, of course.
Any other place they can find you or contact you, I want them to be able to do that.
Yeah, of course. So my Instagram handle is Areli_M_Gonzalez. So you can find me there. And that has a little link tree, and it has my YouTube on there as well. So I just started a YouTube.
Yes,
just
amazing.
for fun. Thank you. I started vlogging. I've never done that before. It's just a lot of fun. I've been keeping it kind of like as a diary. So many cool things happening, and I never saw myself here again. So I'm just kind of wacky, but I hope you guys really enjoy it and just let you in a little bit about me and my personality and all that stuff.
I'm telling you all right now, if you follow this, exactly. If y'all follow us and you don't follow Areli, like, you're doing yourself a disservice. You need to follow her. You need to subscribe to her YouTube. Not only is she funny, if you haven't seen her TikToks, you're totally missing out. Her TikToks are hilarious, but she's also incredibly inspiring. So you're totally missing out if you're not following her on all of her social media channels. The last question I have for you is, you kind of touched on it, but just on a conclusive basis, what does being a part of SP mean to you? Like, what is it that really defines this team and how it correlates to you, and what does it just mean to you to be a part of this?
So actually, I think about that a lot. Because sometimes I'm like, man, am I doing enough? Am I able to like get people? How can I get people like to come and really believe in SP? Like, make them think that we're not just selling apparel, we're not just selling protein, any of that stuff. And one time you mentioned something that said, and I believe it was like on a chat call, and you were like, ordinary people doing the extraordinary thing, and that's so true. Like, I'm just an ordinary person trying to do extraordinary things for everybody else, and I believe that that's something that everybody has within themselves. Absolutely. Everybody has. It's like that song by Alesso, Heroes. Like, we could all be heroes. Within just a little bit of light within everybody can spark up everybody else. So to me, being a part of thank you. So like, to me, like, being a part of SP, it's like you guys are all just really trying to get all the underdogs to like come up. And that's the reason why I rep you guys so hard, because like I said, you took a chance on me, and you guys just inspire people in my situation like all of the time. And I want to do that for everybody else through this company.
That's amazing. And you're doing such an amazing job.
Thank you.
This has been great. Like, I think we could literally sit here and talk for an hour, and just because I love your story, I love who you are, and I think that you're just inspiring. This is such an awesome opportunity to really just inspire people and share your message outside of your typical platforms.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
Man, this has been great.
Thank you.
So I've got one more question for you. It's it's not on the board, but it's very important. I think that you're going to be able to answer this very well. What does it mean for you to be the first SP elite athlete?
Shut up. Are you serious?
Yes. We want to promote you to our first elite athlete. In fact, we created the position just for you. Congratulations.
Congratulations, baby. You deserve this. You deserve this, good Skara. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I was not expecting this one bit.
So on behalf of our amazing SP family, this is a conclusive, like I told you, like, this is not something I decide on my own. Our entire team.
Oh my God, you guys are so awesome. I was not expecting this.
That's the point.
But yes, congratulations on being our
Oh my God,
first.
thank you so much.
SP, I'll hold it for you.
Okay, that works.
Our first SP elite athlete. We're so thrilled to take you a part of on our journey with us. You are literally one of us to the core, and you embody everything we believe in, and that's so important.
Nathan.
So we're so excited, and
I'm really grateful for this. It's like I told you, like when I do things, I don't do them for gratitude. I don't do them for people to say thank you. I work in a very thankless job, and I don't care about it. You know, I do things from the heart, and I just want to make people happy. And even if they're not happy, I'm still gonna do it. You know, like, thank you. Thank you for this. You guys rock.
We're so grateful for you, and like I truly speaking from on behalf of our entire team. Yes, congratulations. We got an amazing day planned for you. Some really fun things. We're so excited to have you down from Dallas to spend the day, and we're so grateful that you're literally up the road to where we can get you down here more often, because you can fully expect that now in this new position. This position's something that's highly regarded. It's something, honestly, we didn't know when time would come, but we knew we would know when it was time and who would be the person. And you've just done so much for this brand and so much for us here that we're so grateful to have you, and so grateful for our path forward together, and to bring you in to be the new face of our company as the lead athlete. So yes, I hope you all are just as excited, all of our SP fans out there and all of our loyal customers and our family. So this concludes CEO Talks for today. Thank you so much for your...
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm grateful. Like I said, I'm grateful, and thank you for having me.
And we honestly, like, just your take on core values and the three that you embody the most was, I think people are going to take so much for that. So once again, if you're not following Areli, please go follow her on Instagram. And please follow her on YouTube. She's an amazing person to follow.
Just wait for the funnier ones to drop.
And we hope you all enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next time.
No, muchas gracias. Thank you.